Fun fact, I have an identical twin brother, and we're cowboys. Well, in our minds we are. But I do have an identical twin brother. We just had a photo shoot at his gun range, and we were in our period costumes. So because of that, I just took one of the photographs that we shot and made it look vintage. And I thought, how cool would it be to send him a cabinet card, which the inspiration for this was a guy I follow on YouTube, Vintage Life. Cool guy. I'll put his link down below. So I designed my own where the photograph would be, and then the back of it, which has the photographer's name and logo and whatnot. So I have to cut these out, and then I'm going to wrap it in some vintage paper that I created. Just stained this with coffee, and so I'm going to wrap that, and then we'll do a wax seal. I have all this stuff, the wax, the seal, and also my 19th century stamps. It's a 1 penny stamp, and we'll put that on the envelope and see if we can't get the post office mad at us. No, really, we'll put it inside of another envelope and mail it to them. I wouldn't want it to be destroyed. Also, we're going to do some distressing, which is optional, but I want to put a little bit distress. I'll use this distress oxide, and I'll put a link to where I got that. That'll just make it a little brownish every now and then. I also have this, it's a little edge designer. I'm going to make a decorative edge on the edge of the photograph. We'll put these pieces together using the spray adhesive, and then glue the picture to the front, and also the two halves, which will make the front and back. So the next step right now is I'll cut this out to size using my old print cutter. I printed this on some ivory colored 110-pound cardstock. So when it's glued together, it's going to be pretty thick like they were. And that's another thing you don't have to do as thick. It'd be totally whatever you want. All right. So now we have the front and back. And then we'll glue this on, and then we'll have that to do the rest of it. So I'm going to go outside again like I did before, because the spray gets over everything. Glue everything all together, and then we'll be back in a sec. And through the magic of editing, we're back. So I glued the front and back halves on, and also the photograph onto the cabinet card. So that's it. What I forgot to do on camera is using this little scalloped edge tool or punch, is to punch the edges. And let me see if I can do this. If you can see the corners of the photograph have that little scalloped edge. I thought that looked pretty cool. Let me demonstrate how this little gizmo cuts those corners. It makes that little scalloped edge, which I thought looked pretty cool in there. All right, so the next step to the photograph is the distressing. Like I said, that's totally optional. Use this stamper, so I just tap it, then using some little strokes going in. And you don't have to do it the entire way around, just where it may be handled. There. Do the edge. All right. So that's the distressing part. And that's all we'll do for that. Next step, I'm going to wrap it first, just lightly in there. Take our weathered or aged paper, and we will fold that. If you have a bone folder, that would help out a lot in this. I do not have such an item, but Amazon does. So we'll get that. And there is that. We'll also push this through those folds. Makes it a little neater. Then we only have one sheet of paper to go through with the wax seal. So now we have this folded, where we would put the address, and the back have that. Then we'll light this, and of course, there we go. I'm going to put this same piece of paper under it. Just get kind of messy with the wax. This wax is modern wax. The originals would be made out of shellac, which they would be harder. Put some wax on there, and our seal. And then that's that. So now we have it sealed. And we will put our stamp there. And if I was well versed in calligraphy, I would have my dip pen and write this out. I'm not going to have you do that and watch me fumble through that part. So this is it. And let's do one last distressing step on the outside of the envelope. Again, totally optional, but I think it looks pretty cool. And that's it. Another fun project for your vintage video and photographs. So, till next time, see you later. Bye. And if you had a... Okay. Okay.
I don't like the way you put that right in front.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're going to move that, and now we have continuity error. All right. So, all right. Let's start that over again. Okay.
And what are you going to do with that?
This I'm going to glue Okay, we'll just move. Okay. Bless you.
I think I'm okay now.
Quiet on set.
Quiet on set.
The edge and the camera just went off. Okay.